You know that feeling, right? That um, undeniable sense that just being outside is, well, it's good for you.
Oh, absolutely. It's like deep down, we just know it.
It's almost instinctive, isn't it? Like breathing fresh air, feeling the sun. You step outside and something just shifts.
Exactly. It feels like we're meant to connect with it. Like our bodies, our minds, they kind of crave that natural world.
And today, we're not just going to talk about that feeling. We're really going to dive deep into why it's so powerful. Explore all those different benefits of spending time in nature.
Sounds good.
But here's the interesting twist. Our main source, the thing we're digging into, it's not some, dense scientific paper or a big philosophical text.
Okay, so what is it then?
It's actually, and this surprised me too, it's a really simple English learner's guide,
Yeah.
like a how-to guide.
Wait, really? An English language guide? For a deep dive on nature benefits? That's unexpected.
I know, it sounds a bit weird. But honestly, its simplicity is kind of its superpower here.
How so?
Because it's so straightforward, so clear, it just strips away all the jargon, all the complexity. It cuts right to the chase. It gets down to the absolute core reasons why getting outdoors is so good for us.
Okay. So by being basic, it forces clarity.
Exactly. It makes you articulate these fundamental truths in a really clear way.
That's actually quite clever. Sometimes the simplest explanations are the most revealing, aren't they? They make you truly get it. Not just intellectually, but like really feel it.
Precisely. So just to be clear, this isn't going to be an English lesson, not in the usual sense.
Right.
We're using this guide more like a springboard.
Yeah.
A springboard to jump into all the advantages. Physical, mental, social, you name it. Even how the language we use shapes how we experience it.
Okay. I'm intrigued. Using a simple tool to unpack something profound. I like it. Let's see where this goes.
So for you listening, maybe you're someone who feels like you need that extra nudge, that push to actually get outside more.
Or maybe you already love the outdoors. You're out there all the time, but you want to find better ways to talk about why it's so great, to explain those benefits.
Yeah. Or maybe you're just curious, like what's the actual science behind that good feeling you get? Why does fresh air make you feel better?
That curiosity about the why. Yeah, I get that. So this dive is kind of for everyone who connects with that feeling in whatever way.
Exactly. We're going to see how this guide gives us a framework, a way to understand and talk about nature's impact. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so first things first. The guide kicks off with vocabulary, which, when you think about nature and its benefits, makes total sense, right?
Absolutely. You need the words. It sounds basic, but it's fundamental.
And it's not just for English learners, is it? It's for all of us. Having the right words helps you, understand your own experiences better.
Totally. It helps you process them, internalize them, and then crucially communicate them. If you can't name it, it's harder to grasp it,
Right. It stays kind of fuzzy. Words give it shape.
Yeah, they turn moments into actual insights you can share.
And this guide, it breaks the vocabulary down really nicely. The first big category, types of activities.
Okay, so what specific activities does it mention? Because like we said, being outside is pretty broad.
Exactly. The specifics matter.
Yeah.
So it lists things like hiking, camping, jogging, cycling. Also gardening, swimming, and picnicking.
That's a good range. Hiking, camping, jogging, cycling, gardening, swimming, picnicking.
Okay. Yeah, quite diverse.
Yeah,
Straight away, you can tell the benefits aren't going to be the same for everything. Different vibes, different outcomes.
for sure. Each one taps into something slightly different in us, like hiking. That immediately makes me think physical challenge, right? Getting up hills, uneven ground.
Definitely. Endurance, balance.
Whereas camping, that's
Yeah.
more about unplugging, getting away from screens, maybe building a fire, just being in it, a different kind of immersion.
Good point. Total disconnect. And jogging, that's primarily cardio, isn't it? Getting the heart rate up, maybe clearing your head, often solo.
Right. More focused on the physical exertion and maybe that meditative rhythm. But cycling's got that exploration element.
Oh, yeah. Covering ground, seeing new places, the wind. It's movement and discovery.
Exactly. A blend of physical work and mental stimulation. And then you've got gardening, which seems, much more chill.
Yeah, definitely lower key, but powerful in its own way.
Absolutely. It's that hands-on connection with the earth, with growth. It's grounding, patient work. You're nurturing something.
Your hands dirty. Literally. I like that.
It's a very different kind of unwinding, a very tactile connection.
Okay, so a real variety of ways to engage. Then the guide moves into the comprehensive benefits. And it starts with the obvious physical stuff.
Right, the health gains.
Yeah, things like increased strength, better fitness, that burst of energy you feel afterwards.
That feeling of being revitalized, yeah. After a good walk or hike, you feel it. It's not just about calories, it's resilience.
Totally. But then, maybe even more important these days, is the mental health side.
Oh, absolutely crucial. In our crazy busy lives, we need that.
So we're talking about that sense of peace, that calmness, just feeling happy, and definitely stress relief. That's a big one.
Huge. Less anxiety, feeling more grounded, just centered. And, the science is really backing this up now. Even short walks in nature can cut down on that negative thought loop, that rumination.
Wow. Yeah, I can feel that difference. And then we can't forget the social benefits.
Yeah.
Right? It's not always about being alone out there.
No, definitely not. It's great for building friendships, for teamwork, for strengthening bonds.
Like a team hike you mentioned.
Right.
You're helping each other out.
Exactly. Or just a picnic or playing a sport together outdoors. Those shared moments, they really forge connections, create memories.
Yeah, they really do. And wrapping it all up is that feeling of being rejuvenated.
Ah, yes. Recharged.
Feeling lively, refreshed.
Yeah.
Like you can kind of take on the world again. That total reset button.
It really is. And what's key, I think, is seeing how all these benefits, the physical, the mental, the social, the rejuvenation, they're not separate boxes. They're all woven together.
Okay, interconnected. How do you mean exactly?
Well, the specific activity you choose really influences the mix of benefits you get and how you feel.
Right.
So a tough hike might give you huge physical gains, but also deep mental quiet and social bonding if you're with people.
Okay.
While gardening might be less intense physically, but offer massive mental calm, that grounding connection, and maybe social time too. It's the whole package, shaped by what you do.
I like that framing. It's holistic. Okay, so the guide also provides those essential nature words.
Yes. The scene-setting words, forest, mountain, lake, beach, sunlight, fresh air, the building blocks of describing the place.
And having those specific words helps you describe those places so much better, doesn't it? Makes sharing the experience more vivid.
Absolutely. You can instantly picture a shady forest versus a bright sunny beach, and then it pairs those with words for emotions and feelings.
Because it's not just where you are, it's how it makes you feel.
Exactly. So words like relaxed, excited, refreshed, happy, the good vibes we associate with being outdoors.
The positive payoff.
But we could add more, right? Awe, wonder, peace, exhilaration. The more words we have, the better we understand our own internal landscape.
True. And you know what I found really smart in the guide? This little practice tip it offers right near the start.
Oh, yeah. What's the tip?
It suggests you actively pair an activity with a benefit and a feeling.
Ooh, okay. Like making it really concrete and personal.
Exactly. You give an example like, hiking improves my cardiovascular health. It makes me feel invigorated.
Ah, I see. Action, outcome, feeling. Simple but effective. Or gardening helps me declutter my mind. It makes me feel grounded.
Yeah. It just connects the dots so clearly. It makes it less abstract, more real.
And that's a great takeaway for you listening, isn't it? To start being more mindful when you're outside. Ask yourself, okay, what am I doing? What benefit am I getting? How do I actually feel?
Turns it into a conscious practice. Instead of just going for a walk, it's I'm walking to clear my head and it makes me feel calm.
Exactly. Deepens the appreciation. Okay, so we have the words, the activities, the benefits. What's next for communicating all this effectively? The next piece is structure. The guide talks about mastering key sentence structures, which, again, sounds like grammar, but it's really about building clarity.
Yeah, and it applies to everyone, not just language learners. Having clear sentence structures is important for everyone if you want to be understood.
Oh, definitely. Clear sentences mean clear thoughts. It's how you build an argument or explanation logically. Otherwise, you just ramble.
So how does the guide approach this for talking about the outdoors?
Well, it starts super basic. Subject, verb, object. The absolute building blocks.
Like, I enjoy swimming. Simple.
Exactly. Can't get clearer than that. Then it builds slightly, connecting the activity to a benefit.
So swimming is good exercise.
Yep.
Linking the concepts.
Yep. And then the crucial step, adding the why, the reason.
Ah, okay. Making it more informative.
Right. So I swim because it's refreshing. Now you have motivation, a personal angle.
Simple, but it adds so much more meaning.
Yeah.
And then it combines these.
Yeah, it shows how to put it together for more descriptive sentences, like, I love cycling because it keeps me fit. Or gardening helps me feel grounded.
Okay, so you're stating the activity, the benefit, and the personal connection or feeling. Much richer.
Exactly. Moving beyond just liking something to explaining why it's valuable to you. And these basic structures, they're just the foundation. You build from there.
Okay, so how do we make the language more, engaging?
Well, the next step is adding color. Enriching the language with adjectives and adverbs, those descriptive words.
Ah, the flavor. So instead of just air makes me feel good, which is pretty flat.
Right, you make it fresh air makes me feel good. That one word, fresh, adds a whole sensory dimension.
Totally changes it. Or instead of, I feel better after a run.
You could say, I usually feel much better after a brisk run.
Brisk. Yeah, that paints a picture. Energy, speed.
Exactly. And when you combine these, you get really evocative stuff. Like the guide's example, the majestic mountains made our hike unforgettable. Majestic and unforgettable adds so much emotional weight.
Wow, yeah. Or, I happily swam in the crystal clear lake.
Yeah.
You get the clarity of the water and the feeling. It lets the listener picture it.
Precisely. And then there's the emphasis on connecting words. Words like because, since, as.
To explain the why clearly.
Exactly. To state the reasons, establish that cause and effect. So not just what happened, but why it matters.
Okay, give me some examples of that in action.
Like, I go camping because it helps me disconnect from technology. Clear cause, camping, clear effect, disconnecting.
That's a big one for me too. Camping is my digital detox.
Right. Or, since walking is easy on my joints, I do it every day. Since gives the ongoing reason for the habit.
Makes sense. Practical reason.
Or, as nature is inherently calming, I feel more relaxed outdoors, attributing the feeling directly to nature itself.
So you're building that logical link. Activity leads to benefit because of this reason.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And this is so key because it empowers you, the listener, to explain why these activities are valuable to you personally. You move past, I like the outdoors, to the specifics, the outcomes, why it genuinely matters in your life.
That's much more compelling. Okay, so we've got the words, the structure. Now let's really dig into those benefits again, but with more depth. All right, let's break down these benefits category by category to really flesh them out. First up, physical health.
Yeah.
Big one, tangible.
Definitely. The guide gives us those great, clear phrases. It boosts my stamina, helps maintain a healthy weight, strengthens my core. Direct results.
Yeah, very specific. And the examples really show how it works. Like when I go for a long hike, I build cardiovascular endurance and burn a significant number of calories.
And hiking does more, right?
Yeah.
Uneven ground works your balance, your stabilizer muscles, stuff you might miss at the gym. It's functional fitness.
True, very true. And the cycling example. Cycling regularly not only improves my leg strength, but also contributes to a healthier heart. Systemic benefits.
Plus, you're actually going somewhere, seeing things, not just staring at a wall on a stationary bike. It engages more of you.
Way better, in my opinion. So it really connects the activity to the physical result. And for you listening, think about your own fitness goals. Getting outside can be such a fun and effective way to exercise, right? It doesn't have to be just the gym.
Not at all. It blends movement naturally into exploring and enjoying life.
Okay, next, mental health, which honestly feels more critical than ever.
Couldn't agree more. We all need that little bit of peace, that break from the mental noise.
The guide uses phrases like, it helps me declutter my mind, it alleviates my anxiety, it fosters a sense of tranquility. Powerful stuff.
Really powerful. That word tranquility, it suggests such a deep calm, doesn't it?
It really does.
Okay.
And the examples make it so relatable. After spending time walking in the woods, I feel a significant reduction in my stress levels. Who hasn't felt that?
Right. The sounds, the light filtering through trees, it's inherently calming. Or the gardening example. Gardening provides me with a sense of focus and accomplishment, which is incredibly calming.
Ah, yes. Something so grounding about being in the garden. That tactile connection, the rhythm of it, it pulls you right into the present.
It really does. It's therapeutic. And this underlines that deep connection between our mental well-being and the natural world. It's not just nice, it's necessary.
It's not just a leisure activity, it's a tool. A way to manage stress, improve your mood. Real self-care.
And the science. We touched on it, but it bears repeating. Studies show that being in nature lowers your cortisol levels, your main stress hormone.
So it's not just a feeling, it's a measurable, real thing. A physiological change.
Exactly. And there's attention restoration theory, the idea that nature grabs our attention effortlessly, letting our focused mental energy recover. That's why you feel mentally refreshed, not just tired after time outside. It recharges your brain. Even the fractal patterns in nature, like leaves and snowflakes, have been shown to reduce stress. Our brains are literally wired for it.
Wow. That's incredible. So it's like a biological imperative almost.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to social benefits, because being outside isn't always solo.
Nope. Connecting with others is huge. The guide says it's a fantastic way to connect. I've met wonderful people through outdoor clubs. It deepens bonds. All about community.
Yeah, shared experiences. And the examples are great. Going camping with friends creates lasting memories and strengthens our relationship.
Oh, camping trips are the best for bonding, aren't they? That shared experience away from normal life, solving little problems together.
It's powerful.
Totally agree. And the other example, playing team sports outdoors like soccer helps me build camaraderie. Shared goals, shared effort. Exactly. It's about finding your people, but also the activities themselves often require cooperation and communication. They naturally create this social fabric. Sharing a challenge, celebrating a small victory, even just laughing together in the park. It builds connection in a really authentic way.
It really does. Okay, lastly, the guide brings up environmental benefits, connecting personal experience to the bigger picture.
Yeah, which is so important now. It says being outdoors fosters a greater appreciation for the natural world. Makes sense, you value what you experience.
And it links to action. Choosing active transport options reduces my environmental impact, like cycling instead of driving.
Right, a direct positive choice. And also, being outdoors makes me more aware of conservation efforts. It moves it from abstract news to something real.
Okay, so making that link tangible. The examples are like cycling to work instead of driving helps lower carbon emissions. Simple, direct impact.
Or, hiking through diverse ecosystems highlights the importance of protecting these natural habitats. When you see it, feel it, smell it, you understand why it needs protecting. You're seeing firsthand why we need to protect these places.
It makes it personal, not just theoretical.
Exactly. So being in nature, it cultivates a deeper understanding and respect for the environment. And hopefully that leads to more sustainable behaviors overall. It's that positive feedback loop you mentioned. You benefit from nature, so you want to protect it, which means it's there for you and others to benefit from in the future.
Love that loop. Okay, we've got the benefits down. Now, how does the guide suggest we add more personality, more flair to how we talk about this?
Personality, yes. This is where it gets fun, making the language lively. The guide talks about idioms and phrasal verbs.
Right, those little expressions that make English sound more natural, more colorful.
Exactly, a bit less formal, a little more fun. And they're efficient, aren't they? Little bundles of meaning, packing a lot into a few words.
Totally. So what idioms does it suggest for outdoor chat?
Well, there's blow off steam, meaning to release stress or energy.
Oh yeah, classic. After a demanding day, go for a jog to blow off steam.
Yeah.
I definitely relate to that.
Me too. Then, in the fresh air. Simple, but evocative, meaning outdoors, usually implying it's good for you.
I always feel more invigorated when I spend time in the fresh air.
Yeah, nicer than just saying outside.
And recharge your batteries, meaning restore your energy.
Love that one. A weekend camping trip helps me recharge my batteries. Perfect metaphor for feeling drained and then renewed.
Exactly. So these idioms, they add that informal expression, make you sound more like a native speaker, more natural, more engaging.
And what about phrasal verbs? They're everywhere in English.
Oh, constantly. The guy gives examples like workout, meaning to exercise.
I try to work out by cycling. Yep, super common.
Then wind down, to relax, de-stress.
Gardening helps me wind down before bed. Nice, gentle image.
And catch up, to chat with someone, share news.
We often catch up with friends over a picnic. Links the social side. Right. And using these phrasal verbs just enhances your fluency because they're such a core part of everyday spoken English. It's like adding spices to your cooking, like you said, makes it more flavorful.
Great analogy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the words, the structure, the flavor. Now, the really practical stuff, actually having conversations.
Yes. How to actually talk about these things, not just knowing the language, but using it interactively. This is key.
So the guide breaks it down, starting, maintaining, ending.
Exactly. For starting, it suggests open-ended questions. Things like, do you enjoy spending time outdoors? Gets the other person talking.
Or sharing your own view first. I find hiking incredibly rewarding. Put something out there for them to react to.
Yep. Or inviting them directly. What are some of your favorite outdoor activities? Simple ways to open the door.
Okay, easy enough. How about keeping it going?
Active listening is crucial, obviously, really hearing them, but also adding your own details, asking follow-up questions, showing you're engaged.
Right, not just nodding along.
So agreeing. I totally agree. Being close to nature is so calming. Builds connection. Or adding detail. Yes, and I find it's also great for spotting wildlife. Builds on their point.
Or asking a follow-up. Have you explored any new trails recently? Shows real interest in their experience.
Exactly. It's that tennis match idea again. Back and forth. Keeping the ball in play.
Love it. And ending. How to wrap it up smoothly.
You don't want it to just fizzle out, right? So maybe summarizing. So it sounds like we both find a lot of value in spending time outdoors. Ties it together.
Nice recap.
Or suggesting future interaction. Maybe we could plan a hike together sometime. Keeps the connection open.
Oh, I like that. Turns talk into action.
And just polite closings. It's been great chatting about this. Simple, warm, clear ending.
Okay, practical ways to end positively. Good stuff.
And related to all this is the idea of adapting your language, knowing your audience and the situation.
Code switching. Yeah, you definitely talk differently to your mates than you do in a, say, work presentation.
Absolutely. The guide highlights this. Formality changes everything. Word choice, sentence structure, even your tone.
So with friends, you might be super casual, right? Use slang.
Exactly. Like, I love hitting the trails. It's so chill and good for my head. Relaxed, informal.
Getting some outdoor time is just the best for unwinding. Yeah, sounds like me.
But in a formal setting, like that presentation, you'd be much more precise. No slang. Clearer language.
Like engaging in outdoor recreational activities offers significant benefits for both physical and mental health. Much more structured.
Or, these activities contribute effectively to our overall well-being. More objective, serious tone.
And for writing, like an essay.
Even more structured.
Yeah.
Using connecting words like firstly, furthermore, providing evidence. More academic. Like, studies have indicated that exposure to natural light can positively influence our circadian rhythms.
Right. Very formal, evidence-based.
So understanding these different registers is so important. It's about knowing your audience, tailoring your language, being a bit of a language chameleon, you know?
Adapting to fit. Makes sense. Okay, this guide seems pretty thorough. Does it touch on any, like, challenges or tricky bits?
It does, yeah. It tackles some common hurdles people face when talking about this stuff. Real-world challenges.
Okay, like what gets in the way?
Well, one universal one, forgetting a word mid-sentence. Happens to everyone.
Oh, the worst.
Yeah.
Your brain just goes blank. What's the advice?
Use more general terms as a fallback, or just describe the concept. If you forget hiking, say the activity, you know, where you walk in the forest, or long walks in nature for enjoyment, get the meaning across, even without the perfect word.
Okay, paraphrase it. Describe around it. Good tip. Keep the conversation flowing.
Exactly. Another one is pronunciation. Some words can be tricky.
Yeah, I can imagine. Any examples?
The guide mentions hiking and relaxed. Sometimes the H or the ed sound trips people up. It suggests really listening to native speakers, maybe practicing, even recording yourself, just building that muscle memory for the sounds.
Good practical advice. What else?
The big one, confidence, or lack thereof. That fear of making mistakes.
Yeah, that stops so many people from even trying.
Totally. The guide encourages you to start small. Maybe talk to yourself first. Practice in a low-stakes way.
Okay, build up gradually.
And crucially, remember that making mistakes is part of the process. Everyone does it. Even native speakers stumble. The key is to keep practicing. Don't let fear win. Just get out there and communicate. Every attempt is progress.
That's really important to hear. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for connection.
Exactly. Now, it also gets into something really interesting, cultural nuances, how different cultures might value or talk about nature differently.
Oh, okay. How so?
Well, it notes that in some cultures, there might be a huge emphasis on the physical challenge, you know, conquering the mountain, achievement-focused language.
Right, very goal-oriented, like, I summited 3 peaks this weekend.
Exactly. Whereas in others, it might be more about the peaceful, restorative aspects, more about quiet contemplation, like a gentle stroll being therapeutic, or that idea of forest bathing, Shinrin-yoku, more experiential, less about the win.
Okay, different emphasis entirely.
And just being aware of these differences helps you connect with people from different backgrounds better. It fosters understanding and respect.
And it warns against generalizing, right? Assuming everyone loves the same things.
Definitely. Don't assume everyone loves beaches, for example. Instead of stating, ask open questions like, do you enjoy spending time by the sea?
Be more inclusive, respect individual preferences, Good advice in any conversation, really.
Absolutely. And it all highlights how language and culture are intertwined. Understanding these nuances makes your communication more effective and sensitive, especially across cultures. It's like building that cultural bridge. Hashtag tag tag outro.
Wow. Okay, so we've really covered a lot, haven't we? All starting from that surprisingly insightful English Learner's Guide.
We really have. It gave us such a comprehensive look at the many benefits of being outdoors for body, mind, social connection. The whole works.
And the big takeaway, I think, is that having the vocabulary and the confidence to talk about those benefits, it actually makes your own experiences richer, doesn't it?
It totally does. When you can articulate why something feels good, you really appreciate it more.
And it helps you connect with others who get it too, to find those people who share that passion, like finding your tribe,
Yeah.
the outdoor tribe.
Absolutely. So for you listening, maybe the final thought to take away is this. How can you weave even small moments of outdoor time into your routine?
Does have to be huge, little bits count.
Exactly. A walk at lunch, coffee on the porch, just noticing the sky, little bits throughout the day, and then ask yourself, what positive effects could that have on your life? How might that shift things for you, even subtly?
Makes you think, doesn't it? The cumulative effect.
And maybe, just maybe, listening today gives you a little nudge to, well, reach out to someone, start a conversation, share your favorite way to experience nature.
Yeah. Spread the outdoor love, right? Pass on that good feeling.
Exactly. One chat, one walk at a time.
Well, it's been fantastic diving into this today. Thanks so much for joining us on this deep dive.
My pleasure. It's been great exploring it all.